They are celebrating because take a look at this. 1 minute.
Kronos delivers! He does it!
Wow.
57 seconds! It is now the last chance qualifier where these 6 teams are competing for the final golden ticket spot to join Synchronic, Stanima Esports, Millicom MG, Navi, and MTFY. And each of these teams will be flown out to Helsinki to share the stage with Brawl Stars and Clash Royale in Superfest from November 1st to 3rd. But now, let's jump to the grand finals between Tribe Gaming and HTM Esports, as we are now straight in with Rikiras in the grand finals here, as it's E-Dragons to start here, Itsu.
Electro Dragons, indeed. An early warning ability as well some ranges to get those Electro Dragons as quickly as possible into the base, while the Queen with that King going around the top side. Since, well, there are no Earthquakes in this, we're expecting no Spiky Ball for this core, especially since the King is just struggling on this far left side. He's still using the Spiky Ball, but combining that with that Giant Gauntlet. And now those troops have to get through the core, and they're struggling a little bit right now.
They are, as the Queen, she's getting stuck on a wall. That is not good. We do have these Z-Dragons off to the right side. Royal Champion moving under to the right as well, but they'll have to path towards the Town Hall, and the Queen being stuck on that wall. She's finally coming around, but unfortunately she gets way out in front, and oh my, look at this, the healers barely. The Queen's gonna help secure the Town Hall, but she's barely stayed alive there. 1 rage left. Better speed up that Royal Champ, drop some super barbs. You want to be able to take these defenses down as fast as possible. I don't know why he didn't rage. He swagged a rage. You could have sped that up. That could cost him, as it is indeed a Root Riders, Valks, Queen, Giant Arrow right off the bat from the top side with her healers. Are we going to see a raged up Royal Champ to the left? Because that's what we've been seeing between these teams here.
Yeah, so far the funneling is working great, but that's exactly what we have talked about earlier, right? Like the timing in between of every single individual piece of those different heroes and everything. The Queen just barely taking down the one outside building, and because of that, forcing those Root Riders into the core. Otherwise, this entire attack could have looked different if the Queen would have not taken down that building quick enough. But with that, everything is getting forced inside. But the Root Riders do not have the best time right now. He has to freeze that Monolith. He's missing the Eagle though, Carbon.
Yeah, but the Eagle should be going down here relatively soon. There you go. It's been secured. Pairs in a freeze. Poison does get launched, and there's the King Spiky Ball and Earthquake off to the far right side, pushing through this Town Hall, as we do have a P.E.K.K.A. distracting that Ground Expo down south. It will be fine, and it looks to be fast enough here for Achilles, taking out the hero platform, and it is a 3-star, 1 minute and 8 second triple, a 3-second advantage for HTM now. As it is Root Riders and Valks, the plan that Exorcist is bringing here. We're going to see balloons. Queen ability right off the bat. Snipes these defenses moving through the core of this base, as we're seeing a Baby Dragon balloon off to the far right side, and Root Riders coming straight to the bottom, as the Poison looks like thing got launched from the left side into the Skellies there, as the Root Riders are going to path their way through, as he does rage up this Queen.
As well, keep in mind, he has another Electro Dragon in his army, which he most likely is going to use to like chain some buildings to make sure that time is more on his side. He has not deployed it just yet, which means he is keeping it on his hands for a long time. And the question now is, where is he going to deploy that? At the top side, to clear out those top buildings, there is only an Archer Tower and a Wizard Tower which can target that dragon, which means it should do quite well. The Queen is getting in danger, but he's reacting quickly with those spells.
Yeah, with the freeze onto the multi-archer tower, allows this Queen to continue her way through, did secure that Town Hall, and notice there was no overgrowth in this attack. So this is just going to continue to push his way through towards that single on the top side. The E-Dragon is still up, getting those chains. Pikey Ball skips across, taking these buildings down. He's pumping his fist. He's liking the attack. And Exorcist delivers a 1 minute and 12 second. 1 second slower than what Rikira's brought in. The safer approaches of the Dragons and the Root Riders, indeed he does. So we got a lot of troops, which it looks like, as it's going across the board right through the bottom. Can't really see the bottom because it's so many troops and spells being deployed here. But we're going to see the Grand Warden with the Root Riders now going to move on through the right side into the single and the Royal Champion.
Yeah, the Root Rider's supposed to walk around this top side, making sure that his queen eventually is then getting into that tunnel compartment. Remember, though, he has the Earthquake boots in combination with the Spiky Ball on his king, so he can break into that base with just the hero equipment. Currently, though, those Ice Golems are delaying the Root Riders quite a bit. The Lizard on the Warden is helping a little bit to take those out a bit quicker. And the Royal Champ joining up now with those Root Riders and taking the charge into the last remaining defenses.
Yeah, with the RC ability through the top side, the scatter shot goes down. Town Hall comes back, pairs in the freeze, and has the King's Spiky Ball to be able to skip on through with a couple super barbs out in front with an Earthquake. And there it goes, skipping through, hits some storages. Town Hall is going to be going down here, and Leo is liking this one. Storage secured, and look at him celebrating there. He's pumping his fist.
So can he speed things up on this one? He's going in with the Dragons. The classic combination as well. Since we have a Rage Tower in the core, we have the triple Earthquake combination here, Carbon.
3 Earthquakes, but you're going to pay paired with that King's Spiky Ball towards the end. We do have some Teslas popping up from the left side, it looks like. The Tesla farm's over there. Queen ability does go off, popping that Warden ability, which does grab that Stone Slammer, absorbs the Seeking Air Mine. So that Stone Slammer can continue pushing through and get a fantastic value. But we do have Headhunters, hitting that Warden, but he's okay with the Owl Assistance and the Dragons pushing their way in as the Overgrowth now has been used.
And it's the perfect split. There's only 2 of those dragons inside that Town Hall explosion, which means most of them are going for the core. He's using that Overgrowth spell to make sure that the back end, especially the Rage Tower, cannot deal as much damage. And we have the Royal Champion raged up. Hard Riders are swarming that base, but the Ice Golems are getting lured, and that is maybe some important seconds which he might need on the back end.
Yeah, there's the Earthquake. The King's Spiky Ball should come through, hits these, takes that down right in the core, really helps to allow him to continue his way to the backside. And that Super Dragon that came out of the Stone Slammer, that was clutch. That cleaned up a lot of the stuff over there to the left, does invest that free so these dragons can continue through. But it's up to this Queen, though, going through a wall, which is not ideal. Needs these dragons to finish off, drops a perfect super wall break to help damage that air defense. Queen goes through the wall, and it is a 3-star here for Nebrax, but the slowest one yet at a 1 minute 23. That might be the difference maker in this match here.
But in the end, things were getting flipped with the last attack. So let's take a look. We have Cedinho coming in, trying to tank for his healers with some balloons, finding already a Black Mine early on, another Black Mine. Question now is, are there any more traps for those healers? And can the Queen stay alive?
Yeah, she's continuing through this left side, taking out that multi-arch tower. As the Roots are pathing the way into the Eagle, we have a Siege Barracks from the P.E.K.K.A. that's moving from the top to the right side. And there is the Overgrowth. King now getting deployed straight to the bottom side into the defensive King as the Warden is trying to help protect these Root Riders moving through. But that Warden ability is wearing off, and he's going to have to encounter the Town Hall here as he is getting slowed down by these Ice Golems.
Yeah, he's getting slowed down indeed. The Tornado Trap slows things down even more. The Giant Bombs dealing a lot of damage to those Hawks. All of them are gone within a couple of seconds. The Queen is still fighting for those bottom defenses, using that ability, and they are celebrating because they can get this 1 minute and 7 seconds, I believe.
And let's see, it is indeed the Fireball coming through. He's going Eternal Tome with the Fireball. 25 Rockaloons, 1 Overgrowth, a bunch of Invis. There you go. Hits the scatter, takes out the value, and he's got to move. Town Hall is damaged, but the Town Hall is not down. Oh, there we go. Okay, they dropped the final Earthquake. I was a little worried.
Yeah, it looked a little bit sus at that moment, but hey, getting the Earthquake in late, making sure that he's getting that. The Ground Expert at the bottom side not doing anything. The Warden staying alive is even better because this means the Warden can deal non-stop damage, and the Expo is around the corner, but now the Rage Aura, or is it the Rage Aura which he actually uses? I'm not even 100% sure, but there's more loons coming in to reinforce his army.
He's going through. He's pushing as best as he possibly can. The Rocket Loons, they're split. The minions are down for cleanup. He's got to wait till this overgrowth wears off. Looks like it may just wear off perfectly. Hang on. Super Base come out. Yes, they're perfect. King Spiky Ball moves through to the top side. There's a freeze, and look at that.
Wow.
Kronos delivers. He does it. 57 seconds, and that's exactly the mark they needed to hit.
The Root Riders with the Valkyrie, with the Earthquake Boots, and the Spiky Ball. There goes the Giant Arrow, clearing out some bidding, setting up pathing, and already triggering some Black Mines to keep those healers off the Healer Puppet alive. He's getting the Royal Champ in nice and early. The Siege Barrack already in from the top side. He's approaching this base from every angle possible, trying to make this attack really fast.
Yeah, with a rage onto his Royal Champion, she's clearing the left, which looks like it's the Tasso farm over there. Queen is going to continue her way to the right, going to be able to secure the Ricochet Cannon, as we got Poison Spells getting launched. Warden ability has been used to help protect these Root Riders, but these Ice Golems are going to freeze him up and slow him down here.
Yeah, slowing him down indeed with the freeze for the Town Hall and that Monolith. The Monolith staying alive for quite some time. He has no other spells left remaining. The Queen cannot reach that Monolith, which means it can fire away on those troops for quite some time. There goes the Spiky Ball taking down the Town Hall. The Monolith does not have many hit points, and we're again around the 60-second mark. The Clan Castle has to go down as the last bidding, and we have another incredible quick attack. As the most praised player of Jura and Woody was Bernal. He is going to be the finisher of HTM.
Oh, it's Fireball.
That is not going to be easy, but the Fireball is going to be the strategy here for Tribe. Fireball is going for the Town Hall. The Fireball is actually getting towards the Town Hall with that Giant Arrow, taking down the Town Hall like it's no problem whatsoever. Now have to deliver the remaining troops into that base.
Yeah, Rocket Loon, Stone Slammer coming to the right side. The Royal Champ to the top. King as well up there. Queen does have the benefit of the Grand Warden Rage Vial, so they can move Rage Gem moving through. As Rocket Loons continue to the left, we have the CC getting lured out because he wasn't able to reach that with the Fireball, but it continues, and now here comes the Super Dragon to help try to clean up the outside buildings as Rocket Loons flying across the space. 40 seconds and now has just passed.
40 seconds, more Rocket Loons are getting deployed. He has still the Rage. There goes the Spiky Ball, taking down half the core. The Raged Up Hot Riders, two of them, are taking down the Multi-Archer Tower. Is it going to be another attack below the 60-second mark? And yes,
it is.
58 seconds. How is Tribe doing this? They keep coming back. The pressure is on. Can Bernal deliver in this case? He is getting ready. He is coming in with those Root Riders, going with the equipments, which so far has done already an insane job for him and his team. The corner has been predicted from Tribe because we have seen a lot of Black Mines, but so far it has not stopped HTM and their players. But those Tesla might mess up the pathing of the Root Riders. That is now the big question.
Yeah, it looks like we do have Root Riders continue their way in. The Clan Castle gets lured out. 1, 2, 3 Ice Golems coming out of here as the King is off to the right side. He goes into the enemy Queen. Pops the Earthquake. The Spiky Ball as well. Opens up the wall. King comes back to life with the Phoenix as the Queen. She's making her way through the top side with her being raged up.
Oh, the Monolith has to go down. The Rage Up Root Rider is struggling a little bit. And there goes the Ice Golem, but too late. The defense is gone. The Town Hall waking up again. The Royal Champ has to turn around, which she is not doing so far. Now she's targeting the Town Hall. We have the Queen and the Singer Inferno Tower, and he has no freeze. Is he going to... Oh, no.
Oh, the Town Hall, it goes down. Is he going to hit the mark? He needs 72 seconds. There is 70. Wait a second. No way. What? Oh, it's just slower. No way! HTM coming in with a minute 14!
It is.
It's confirmed.
Production just confirmed. They lost by 2 seconds.
They did. They just lost. So that means a bracket reset is here, my friends.
Indeed. I mean, because they're so consistent as well, that's why they can be happy with it. There's much less opportunity of them slipping up. But here we go. The moment we've been waiting for. The winner of this match gets their golden ticket, and we see Aquiles started the last match incredibly fast. I mean, we even missed the first couple of seconds here. That's how quick he was in getting those troops deployed. But the Root Riders are moving into the core. The defensive funnel looks to be set fairly well. We do have the Ice Golems coming out to throw a spanner in the works, though, Itsu.
Yeah, They're currently splitting up. One of the Ice Golems going for the Archer Queen, the other one's going for the troops around the Monolith. Not sure just yet if that is something good or something bad for him, as the Royal Champions delayed quite a bit. But the channel should wake up any second now again, as those super minions are dealing a lot of damage to those top side buildings. Can the channel go down quick enough? We have the Lizard, we have the Spiky Ball doing a lot of damage.
Wow.
I think we're having already started screaming, because this could be one of those 60
Yeah.
seconds attack if the storage is going down, and
He's got a
Yes,
wizard and a
no.
wall breaker. I don't know why I didn't use those, but anyway, he gets it. Like you said, 1 minute 3.
instead we have a lot of clone spells in the mix. Giant Arrow getting used nice and early. Where is he going to use those clones? Is he going to fly all the way across to clone the balloons around that town hall? The Warden in combination with the blimp. And now the question, do we find a tornado trap on the way of this blimp?
Yeah, that is the big question. I was going to say he has to overlap the clones ahead of the town hall here. Otherwise, he could very easily slow himself down and lose value on the troops. But it's actually the super minions that will help rip through the core of this base pretty fast. Dragons still forcing their way through from the top side. Now the super minions split, which I would think is a good thing here, Itsu. Fairly fast. And we're only 45 seconds into the attack, 15% left.
Wow, that attack as well looks really, really fast. No biddings in the corner left anymore. The super minions taking down the remaining defenses, and it seems like both teams
Wow.
are starting off strong, and Tribe even stronger with their 58 seconds.
Would they have a fireball attack scenario themselves, or is it a case of they've never really needed it, so they've never practiced it, right? Maybe they just don't have that in their arsenal, but it is going to be one of the Root Rider attacks. Giant Arrow straight across the base. We've got the Skeleton Spell looking to distract. Now we've got the Siege Barracks over to the right to try and set that funnel. Everything moving in nice and planned so far.
Yeah, really nice so far. The defending Queen is getting taken care of with that Headhunter together and the Roy Champ. The Overgrowth spell, making sure those defenses have no chance of fighting back. With that Warden ability, he's able to push really quickly into that core. The troops are following nicely, but the Ice Golems yet again are delaying things a little bit. But the Root Riders are without those Ice Golems, which means they can just keep going.
Yeah, Root Riders on one side. Valkyrie's trying to get through the wall now to go towards the Clan Castle, so he doesn't have as much DPS behind the Root Riders. Actually, there's a... Where did all those Valkyries come from? There's a bunch of them over there. He does decide to rage the other group of Valkyries towards the town hall, though, so maybe that's a good thing that the Valks have split a little bit. We're creeping over the 1 minute mark here, Itsu. There is the Spiky Ball to finish things off, and it is going to be the first attack from HTM in the grand finals that is over that 70-second mark. Teams are, at this level, you could say it is, but that is definitely something that favors Tribe, knowing that they have a couple of really fast attackers, but some that aren't always as consistent. But we've got Excosist with the multi-archer tower actually firing at all of those healers. Looks like he's going to lose one of them, a couple of them out of range, but the funnel elsewhere does appear to be relatively good here as the King dives into the bottom area of the base, Root Riders moving in towards the middle.
Yeah, but this Queen has to take down the Town Hall. But on the other side, though, there's not as much damage. There is the Warden, there's the Town Hall itself, but otherwise not many defenses around that. So I think even the 2 healers should be enough while the Root Riders are pushing through the core. Triple Inferno Towers, but he has the phrases, he has the spells to support all of this. More Super Barons are coming in, Judo, and this is looking pretty good.
It certainly is, because he's still deploying troops. You notice those Super Barbarians, like you said, being deployed where needed to reinforce. And I love the wall breaker usage as well, just to be able to open up multiple compartments for those troops to run inside. It's a 1 minute and 5 second attack.
Root Riders and those equipments in combination. But we're back in for HTM. Selenio is in with those Root Riders and Bakeries. The Queen, again, deployed near that town hall location to get her in there with the Rage spell nice and early. And the Root Riders are now getting deployed from the far right side.
Yep, I did notice some Super Barbarians at the north of the base next to the Siege Barracks suffering to the Spring Traps, but other than that, everything seems to be going incredibly well. 50% of the base down with only 30 seconds in. Town Hall about to fall. He's still got the Warden ability as well, just waiting until they get that little bit deeper into the base. Uses it now in combination with the Rage spell, but he does have 3 Ice Golems to contend with, which is going to slow this section down a lot.
Yeah, and the Roy Champ is kind of still going through the slowdown of that poison, I think it was there, or another Ice Golem, but she's now taking down that Eagle Artillery. There is not much left. Can he freeze? Is he paying attention? Yes, he's freezing that Inferno Tower, which means a couple of seconds are safe if that Queen is staying alive. That would be massive. He's freezing again to keep that Queen alive. Every single shot of this Queen is 1 or 2 seconds, which he takes less to take down this base. But he already is closing in on the 1 minute and 20-second mark, which is one of the slower attacks. HTM is really struggling in this final match. And I think a lot depends on this attack. Like, I think if they're attacking really fast with this one, they can for sure maybe use only one fireball attack. It really depends as well on how confident they feel with their fireball attack strategies, because I feel sometimes you're really trying to force a certain strategy, which is typically being really fast, but you don't have to really if you're not forced to, because there are maybe safer options. But for this one, he's going in with the Rage Aura, which typically is a little bit faster than the Healing Tome, but especially in the core, this can give you a lot of problems. Well, with just the splash damage the Tower 16 base can provide. He's now going in as well with the super minions, and take a look at this. He is taking down so much of the space with this blimp, which is looking really, really good for him.
Yeah, Tribe Gaming obviously had this up their sleeve. I did notice that a bunch of dragons near the outside of the base were caught in the tornado, so he just slipped past that with the battle blimp. Otherwise, it could have been a different story. We're only 40 seconds into the attack, 45 now. Base going down fast, but the dragons are going to take a bit of time through the back end of the base. We've got a good amount of storages, which are high HP buildings. He's got the super bobs to try and help on the outside of the base, but giant bombs and skeleton traps will slow him down massively. We typically see all of the traps on the outside of the base in the current meta to try and slow them down. But Nebrax is still celebrating. It is a 1 minute and 13-second attack, which again is right on that average that they need. Nothing too slow, and it's faster than the attack we just seen of Selenio. So they're happy. They're extending their lead. Like you said, they are currently 7 seconds on average behind Tribe. So this has to be super fast.
Giant arrow going across, taking already some beatings and dealing a lot of damage, which is always nice. Getting those dragons now in as well with the Rage Aura, which, as we have just said, is the stronger approach when it comes down to time, but the more risky one, especially versus multi-Inferno Towers, where the damage can really quickly overshadow the, well, hit points of those dragons. But Town Hall is going down, another Rage is getting deployed, and he has now 2 groups of those dragons pushing through the base, one with the Rage spells and one with the Rage Aura, which is a perfect split.
Yeah, perfect combination. Again, in this scenario, I don't know how the blimp slipped past. Oh, gosh. Yeah, and the dragons in the center as well, Itsu, have just been vaporized. The Electro Dragon didn't quite get that side. Dragon slowly going down. Uh-oh, this is not looking good in terms of we're already past the 1 minute mark, and there's a lot of base left to go. He's trying to claw a percentage before he uses that King ability.
There we go. King ability has been used. The spiky ball going for all of the remaining defense. The last building has to go down. But again, he is close to this 1 minute 20 seconds. I think it was 1 minute 16, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
I think so. Wow, we have 6 invisibility spells. We've got a log launcher here as well, Itsu. He's got his Warden on air. Interesting, obviously taking note of things. There's the fireball through to the single Inferno with the Earthquake. He hits the fireball. The Town Hall goes down. He got that value. Can he finish off the base?
I mean, take a look at this. There is no air targeting defense on this far right side. Oh, if the Warden can survive. No.
Oh, no.
The Queen taking him down, but still, he got great damage out there. Now the Rage. He is even using the log launcher to snipe that monolith because it was out of range of that Queen. and now everything is flying in. Everything is trying to overwhelm this base. We have the Sing Inferno towers, which are trying to target something, but there are only those little skeletons from the skeleton spell, and more balloons are coming in. The only defense left, which at this point is annoying, is the Queen with the scatter and the merged cannon.
Yeah, he's trying to just send the rocket balloons from different angles as the Queen gets distracted. And I loved how one of the rocket balloons was deployed at an angle where it took down a couple of the collector buildings as well. Even though this attack has slowed down a bit, it should still keep Tribe Gaming a good amount in the lead. I think that was 1 minute and 11 seconds. Let's see where he decides to go. Siege Barracks is the selected siege machine, so it doesn't look like we'll be seeing the blimp flying across or anything this time. Does have the giant arrow pinging across the base. Bunch of seeking air mines up there, so nice use of the balloons to get rid of those before that Raged E-Dragon does hit one of the seeking air mines, but thankfully it is only one, and it will survive and hopefully get him what he wants. Maybe not. There's a bunch of Tesla there now.
Yeah, and I think... Wait, wasn't this the... I think that was the base where the Tesla farm already surprised them in the match before.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, where the funneling with the, well, Tesla at top were messing him up. And it seems like they're getting surprised again, or at least the Laser Dragon with the traps was surprised. There's more dragons inside, but the ice golems are getting lured, and this now means the dragons are chasing them. He's raging them up, but he you can see it already. He is not happy with this one whatsoever. The ice golems coming off the clan castle is a nightmare for him.
Yeah, especially caught in the tornado trap there as well. It couldn't get any worse for him. He's got a bunch of troops slowly making their way to the backside of the base here, but he knows he needed one of those attacks right on the 60-second mark. We're up to 70, and they still have to get through the back end of the base here. Time just ticking up. It is going to finish with a 1 minute, might have even been 18-second attack, which pulls their average down.
And he needs a 3-star, and he's not going with the fireball. I think that's a wise choice.
I think so as well. So Yo-Yo needs 1 minute and 45 seconds to win this match. That's how quick he has to 3-star. At the moment, we've got the Queen over to the west with the Angry Jelly ripping through those defenses. We've got the Royal Champion in combination with the Siege Barracks down at the bottom of the base. Root Riders moving in. Ice Golem's just in front, but he pops the Warden ability to try and help through that Poison Tower.
Yeah, but this currently looks really, really good. If he has a plan for that single Inferno Tower at the top of that Archer Queen, he is looking really good, because take a look at that. The Queen is not really in danger whatsoever. As long as that Inferno Tower is staying away from her, he's good to go. The Root Rider and the core are looking solid as well. He has those super minions dealing the damage. He has the Royal Champ ability still left. He has the King ability still left. I think Judo, he looks really good currently in this attack.
I mean, he looks phenomenal. He's still got the Royal Champion ability. He's got the King ability. A bunch of spells. There's the Freeze spell. We've got a Rage and a Freeze. He's not rushing too much right now, right? He needs to make sure he gets above 1 minute 45, but there's no need to try and compromise it. There goes the King ability. Moving through to the Town Hall. He still has a bunch of time left in order to get this one done. Moves to the final buildings. It is a 1 minute 26 3-star attack, which means Tribe Gaming are victorious. They've won both matches in the grand final and gained their golden ticket.
Tribe Gaming coming from the lower bracket as they got sent down by HTM Esports. And here are the 6 golden ticket teams that we will be seeing competing on the big stage in Superfest, which includes Synchronic, Stanima Esports, Middle Team MG, Navi, MTFY, and Tribe Gaming.
Kronos, welcome. Not only have you requalified for the World Championships, but you are the Grand Finals most valuable player, upsetting predictions left and right and going on a 3-match win streak to earn that last spot. How does it feel?
Honestly, I didn't know whether I would cry, laugh, scream after this was over. Like, there was just so many emotions after we lost that first war. I honestly can't tell you what I'm feeling right now.
Well, for so many months, you have been trying to requalify. Tribe had a difficult year, it can be said. You earned a silver ticket and fought your way back through the last chance qualifier, but this must feel like such a vindication of all of the effort that you've been putting in so far this year. I know that you've been focused solely on this one tournament with no expectations, but now that you've got this win, what are you looking forward to most about going to Superfest in Helsinki?
I mean, absolutely everything. We know how amazing Superfest is, how amazing the people is, just meeting the people you clash with on a daily, seeing them, hanging out with them, and just being able to be a part of the whole Superfest. I mean, it is called Super for a reason, and we're just super glad to be a part of it, absolutely.
Well, we know that there's some tough opponents waiting in the wings, already qualified earlier this year, and we actually heard in an interview that you've got some fans over on the Navi lineup roster, but they think that they can take you down again. Are you going to upset one more time at Worlds and maybe get the World Championship title?
The respect is fully mutual, I have to say. They're an incredible team all the way. They won a great golden ticket in the 4th month, and I have to say that I really look forward to playing them again. This year was unfortunately very chaotic, as you said, for us. We didn't get many chances to play in the finals. We played in that one qualifier and that was it. We never had the chance to put ourselves up against the likes of, I don't know, Navi, Synchronic, the teams that have a golden ticket. And we're just super relieved that all the work that our team has been putting in has worked out, and just that we got what we worked so hard for, that our dreams and the hard work paid off in the end. At this point, I can only say thank you to my team, because like you see, these wars are an absolute roller coaster. I might have been the MVP quickest player in the previous war, but in this war, I was one of the slower ones. That's just how the cookie crumbles in the current meta. And my whole team, the team of base builders, Stefan, Sir Iron, all our supporters, the Tribe guys, Kater, Cody, John, you guys know who you are. Absolutely huge shout out, believing in us, always supporting us, pushing us to our absolute best level, even though it wasn't enough at the beginning of the year, and that can happen in sports. But the mentality that we've had and the comeback we've put in, especially with some support, I don't know if I can actually call out who helped us for this last chance qualifier, but those two who did know who they are. They're for sure very much appreciated. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Serious, but I'm sure we'll be able to keep an eye on the Tribe social media where you can call out any additional support that you want to give later on today. But hot off of your victory over the reigning world champions, HTM Brazil are now eliminated, and you are one major step closer to calling yourself world champs one day. We want to thank you for your time. I know your adrenaline must be just through the roof right now, so please take a moment to relax and then savor the moment. You are going to be competing again in Helsinki, and there is plenty of reason more than ever now to fear the Tribe. Congratulations and best of luck.